Welcome everybody. In version 4, let's continue with calculating the subtotal of our toy store purchase. So we're going to create a method. So we'll define def calculate subtotal. And in order to calculate the subtotal, we will need the cost of the item. So we're going to pass in our variable item cost from the previous method and a discount. If there is one. And then we're going to say subtotal is equal to item cost minus the discount. And then when we're done, we'll return the subtotal for the second part. Alright, so now we'll go down to our main method. And calculating subtotal is going to be outside of our while loop, because our while loop is only going to be for getting a cost or checking if it's in inventory or removing an item from inventory. Once we have done all our housekeeping with our toy store inventory, then we're just going to go ahead and calculate the cost of the item. Oh, but we do have to, we can check for a cost. We did have an option for buy, so let's go ahead and put that in for buy. So we'll say elif answer in str buy. Then we want to get the cost of that item. So let's first of all say item is equal to raw input and we'll ask the user which toy they want to buy. And then we'll just print out a message or something like let me check the cost of that toy. And then we'll use time.sleep. Slow the computer down a little bit to make it look like it's thinking. And we'll print out to the user checking, please wait. And then we'll do time.sleep again. Now we'll go get the item cost. So we'll say item cost is equal to get item cost. And we'll pass in the item, the toy that we chose. Now let's make sure that we named our method get item cost. And it's check item cost. So let's go down here and change this to check item cost. Because whether we check it or get the cost for calculating the subtotal, it's the same thing. Then we'll just go ahead and print out a confirmation that of the price of the toy. So we'll say print the price of that toy is, and we'll have to convert the item cost, which is a float, to a string so we can concatenate it with our printout. So we'll say str item cost. And then we'll say ask if they confirm if they want to buy the toy. So we'll say answer is equal to raw input Shall I complete your order? And we'll say if answer in yes, answer is equal to raw input. Do you have a coupon today? And if the user does have a coupon, then I'll say if answer in yes again, discount is equal to get coupon discount. And we'll have to go write that method in a minute. And then we'll say subtotal is equal to calculate subtotal. And we'll pass in the item cost and our discount. And then if the answer is no, elif answer in no, then we want to say, oh, we don't have to say that, we'll just say else. You could do it either way. Elif answer in no, then the discount is 0, so we'll say 0.0. We'll need to pass in a float when we calculate our subtotal, and then we'll do subtotal is equal to calculate subtotal. And again, we'll pass in the item cost, but our discount is 0. Okay, so let's test the subtotal part. So we'll run and save. And this time we'll do buy. And I want to buy sorry. And then it says it's going to check the cost of that toy. And time is not defined, so we forgot to import the time library up at the top. So I'll go up here and import time. And let's try running it again. There's always going to be some mistakes. So we just need to practice fixing them. So I'm going to die sorry. And now it's saying that check item cost takes 2 arguments, but I only passed it 1. So we're going to go back over here and check item cost means I need to pass in the inventory item costs. So I'm going to go down here and where I'm buying, I need to pass in not only item but inventory item cost, which is our dictionary of toys and their cost. So let's try it one more time. These are good common mistakes that you may have, so it's good we're getting them now and fixing them. So we'll do buy again, I'll do sorry again. And it says the price of that toy is $9.98, and I'll just say yes for now. And then do I have a coupon? Yes. Okay, so then it says that we are missing our get coupon discount method. So let's go write that method. So up here at the top, calculate our discount. Give me 1 second to find that method in my notes. Alright, so def get coupon discount, or calculate coupon discount, whichever one you'd like. So we'll create a variable called coupon and set it equal to input from the user, because we can use input because we're getting a number. So we'll say enter discount amount. And we might say in percentage. So the user knows what kind of discount to enter. And then we'll say discount is equal to float coupon, the amount inside the coupon. And we'll divide it by 100 because we're doing percentage. And then we'll return that discount. And then we'll be able to use that in our calculation. So now when we go down to our buy method here, and it gives us the price of the toy, it then asks us to complete our order, and if the answer is yes, then it'll ask us if it has a coupon. And if we do have a coupon, then it will go up and get the coupon discount method and calculate our discount. And then we're going to pass discount and the item cost into our calculate subtotal. So let's go ahead and run that. So we'll say buy again, and we'll say sorry. And we'll say yes, we don't want any more toys. And then do I have a coupon? Yes. And I have 10% off. And then I'm going to say yes, I'm going to say no. So it looks like we skipped a part. So after we enter the coupon, we get the discount. And then we're calculating the subtotal, but we didn't print out the subtotal. Let's go ahead and print out the subtotal. Just for now, so we know what the subtotal is, and then in the next one we will do the total. So let's run it once more. And we will buy, and we'll go ahead and buy sorry again. It's retrieving the costs. We don't want any more toys. We have a coupon. It's 10% off. You see it's subtracted. And it prints out our subtotal. So we say no, and we're good to go. And in our next session, we will finish up by calculating the total of our order. See you then.